Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining me here today. My name is Chimere, and I hope everyone here is having an amazing day so far. I want to start by asking, by show of hands, how many of you have school-age children, preferably through grades K through 8? Know somebody who does? Maybe have siblings, cousins, or even friends? Whether they may be in private, public, or charter school, who has experienced the school uniform policy. Okay, I see a couple. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, all right. Well, some of you may agree with me and some of you may not. But I'm hoping after everyone has listened to what I have to say, by the end, everyone would be in agreement about the benefits of children wearing school uniforms and the impact it may affect them when not wearing one. Here are some pros. Student uniforms deter crime and increase student safety. In Long Beach, California, after 2 years, a district-wide K through 8 mandatory school uniform policy reported that assault with battery dropped by 34% and assault with a deadly weapon dropped by 50%. Students who wear school uniforms are more focused on their education and not on their clothes. The National Association Secondary states that all students wearing the same outfit are less concerned about how they fit in with their peers. Student legal right to free expression remains intact with mandatory school uniforms. In 1969, the Supreme Court, Tinker versus Des Moines, states the concern with the wearing of black armbands to protest the Vietnam War. I was a kid who was bullied and teased when I was growing up. I wish they had school uniform policy. I hated elementary school. I hated going. I often would be late and sometimes absent because I knew I had nothing to look forward to. My grades weren't the greatest because the focus just wasn't there. I remember I used to act out and be the class clown. So that way the attention would come off of me being made fun of my clothes and what I was wearing. So instead of them laughing at me, now they'd be laughing with me. Kids were brutal with their words. You just had to know how to beat them at their own game. Now here's a con. There was a study that analyzed a national sample of 10th graders who showed no effects on absenteeism, behavioral problems, or substance use on campus. Me being a person that has experienced being bullied and teased, and because of it, my yearning to want to go to school was gone. Now the sample that states that did the study that analyzed the national sample on 10th graders that showed no effects on absenteeism, behavioral problems, or substance use on campus is talking about high schoolers and college students. Now, let's go back and talk about the study from Long Beach, California, which did on K through 8 district-wide. That showed the assault with battery dropped by 34% and assault with a deadly weapon dropped by 50%, which states otherwise. And let's not too forget that I too was bullied when I was in elementary school, where I believe that the school uniforms should be worn and would be most effective in grades K through 8. Now in conclusion, school uniforms are affordable for all parents. And with the extra money, they can use it to spend on other necessary items needed. The schools will even help with the cost of the uniform, even the actual uniform itself. The assistance is there if the intel is acquired. The main goal is to assure that the child is not absent due to this setback, which is cheaper and more manageable than any parent going in a department store, spending an excessive amount of money, unnecessary money, on clothing that's not needed for the child. And we all know ain't no department store letting your child wear the clothes first and you pay them later. The schools will work with you. They will work with you. Like my mama always said, closed mouths don't get fed. Miss a minute, miss a day, miss a minute, miss a day, miss a lot. The sources where I cited from were www.procon.org. Thank you again.